Avoid these movies if you don't want to cry. Or if you're one of those weird people that are turned on by tears, then I guess this is for you too. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Candy and Popcorn. I'm Candice James, and here we talk all things TV and movies. While you're here, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get started on today's content. Today, we're gonna talk about some of my favorite tear-jerking movies. These are movies that you just cannot watch without shedding some kind of tear. And guys, I am an ugly crier. One of the reasons why I love movies, it's one of the few ways that I get to emote and cry. I'm not a big crier in life, but you sit me down in front of a tear-jerker movie and it's not even pretty anymore. It's like snot coming down, my eyes are red, it's not even pretty. It's not the Beyonce one tear. It's I just got spanked and grounded and I'm in the corner but I didn't do anything. So these are my favorite top 10 movies that I think you'll love, that if you want to get a good emotional cry, then this is for you. And guys, while I will be giving synopsis of these films, I will not give away any spoilers. The first is The Reader. It's one of my absolute favorite movies. It stars Kate Winslet and Ralph Fiennes. And what this movie is about is a woman who has a sexual relationship with a boy. Yes, it is unfortunate and it is pedophilia. We're gonna call it out for what it is. Has a relationship with a boy for a very long time and she disappears. And it's not until that boy becomes a man that he realized why she disappeared and a little bit about her past and also why it's called The Reader. So I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's a great movie and you absolutely will cry at the end. Number 2, Lion. This is starring Dev Patel, Mara Rooney, and Nicole Kidman. This movie is so great. It's about an Australian boy who is adopted from India, and he lives his life as a very middle-class, affluent Australian man until he starts to remember the family that he left behind in India. And having no information about where he came from, about the agency that adopted him, he goes on this mission to try and find his lost family. It is gut-wrenching. It is amazing. It is based on a true story. Y'all, you are gonna love this. You will absolutely cry by the end, and it is so worth it. Number 3, The Notebook. Hear me out, and men, don't change my channel. I know that it is cliche, but come on, who doesn't love the story of The Notebook? It's a classic, and I watch The Notebook multiple times a year, and every single time I cry. It's so great. So if you haven't watched it, The Notebook is about two people who fall in love as teens, as young adults, and then they lose track of each other, and then they get together as adults. And the question is, do they still stay together? Is that love still there? And the most important question of the film, what do you want? What do you want? Go watch it and see what I'm talking about, guys. Number 4, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. This is starring Brad Pitt and Cate Blanchett. I love this movie. It also stars Taraji P. Henson, who plays Benjamin Button's mother. This movie is about a man who is born old and ages backwards. And it's a phenomenal story as this very curious, different little boy goes through life finding the most amazing adventures and truly living life to the point where us normal folks can't say that we have ever lived such an adventurous life. It is an amazing, amazing story. It's lovely. Go watch it. You will cry. P.S. I love you! This movie stars Hilary Swank and Gerard Butler. Every time I watch it, I cry. You will cry through the whole thing, not just at the end. You will cry through this whole movie. P.S. I Love You is about a woman who loses her husband and becomes a widow, and he leaves her a series of letters to help her get through her grief. It is so beautiful. It is so heart-wrenchingly, sickening. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Go watch. Number 6, Stepmom. This is a movie starring Julia Roberts, Susan Sarandon, and Ed Harris. In Stepmom, Susan Sarandon's character is the ex-wife, and Julia Roberts is the new wife to Ed Harris. And Susan Sarandon makes Julia Roberts' life hell because she has since replaced her, so there's obviously feelings of jealousy, there's obvious feelings of just being abandoned and replaced by her old husband, and so she uses her children against the new wife just to make her life a living hell. But throughout the story, the women find a way to come together and gain an understanding of each other and to truly bond. It is a really beautiful story, so go check it out. I could not do this list without this movie, and it's Up. It's so endearing, it's so cute. You try getting through the first 5 minutes of Up without crying. If you are one of those rare folks, then you don't have a heart. Up is so amazing. It's about an old curmudgeon old man who goes on an adventure with a really young, very endearing boy. It sounds like pedophilia, but it's not. I promise you. It's made by Disney Pixar, so obviously it's fun for the whole family. Number 8, the classic Titanic. Most of you have watched this movie before, but if you have not, go watch Titanic. It's an absolute gorgeous movie starring Kate Winslet and the young Leonardo DiCaprio. And it's about a rich girl who falls for a very poor boy. And do their love last, or does it go down just like the Titanic? Go ahead and watch it and let me know how you feel. Number 9, A Walk to Remember. This is a Nicholas Sparks film. It's a beautiful film. It's simply a bad boy falls for a good girl, and what happens. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but it's a really great one, and you will cry. And number 10, and I think this one is quite self-explanatory, The Lion King. Can you watch The Lion King without crying when Mufasa dies? I have watched The Lion King since I was a little kid, and every single time, when Mufasa dies and he falls, I lose it. So this is a tearjerker. If you want to cry, if you want that emotional release, watch any of these 10 films. And that's all for today's content, guys. I hope you enjoyed my list of 10 tear-jerking movies that you can watch today. So guys, again, my channel is a dialogue, never a monologue, so I want to hear what you have to say. Did I miss anything? Is there any other film that you really like that makes you cry? Let me know. If I haven't watched them before, I like a good cry every now and then. So guys, again, find me in the comments. Find me on social media. While you're here, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I commit to posting every 15th and 30th of the month. I'm still working on my schedule, but I always have a lot of juicy stuff in between. So for example, the last couple of weeks, I've been posting 2 videos a week, right? I'm just trying to work out that schedule, but I am off. I will always commit to the 15th and the 30th. You will always have a new video and then lots of stuff in between. So guys, again, like, subscribe. Until next time, cheers, bye.